The diplomatic hall of station Kepler 442 hummed with the usual tension that came when three species tried to coexist. Anna leaned against the observation window, watching her daughter's daycare shuttle dock below. 6 years old, and Emily already asked questions Anna couldn't answer. Why do the Vraxi stare at us, Mommy? Why don't they like humans? Behind her, the mandatory joint operations briefing droned on. Commander Canet of the Vraxi Stellar Guard stood at the podium, his crystalline exoskeleton catching the overhead lights. He was tall even by Vraxi standards, his body covered in the geometric plating that marked his people as the galaxy's premier military force. At least, that's what they believed. And finally, Canet's translator rendered his clicking speech into perfect English. We have the human contingent, 20 soldiers. Call signs ranging from the absurd to the incomprehensible. Laughter rippled through the Vraxi delegation. Anna's jaw tightened. Canet's faceted eyes scanned the roster on his datapad. Ah, here's one. Wolf Ghost. A human female, single-parent status assigned to perimeter patrol. He looked up, mandibles spreading in what the translator called amusement. Wolf Ghost, what is this? A child's fantasy? Your people name yourselves after primitive predators and paranormal nonsense? The Vraxi officers clicked with laughter. Even the Thelian observers shifted uncomfortably. Anna pushed off the window. That would be me, Commander. Canet's crystalline head swiveled toward her. Up close, he towered over her by nearly 2 feet. You? The designation seems aspirational for someone of your build. Tell me, Wolf Ghost, how does one earn such a dramatic call sign while changing infant waste containers? More laughter. Anna felt the familiar cold settle into her bones. The same cold from Proxima Station, from the Kessler Belt, from places where the void itself had tried to claim her. It was given to me, she said quietly, by people who are dead now. The laughter died. Dismissed, barked Admiral Chen from the human delegation. Anna turned and walked out, feeling Canet's faceted gaze burning into her back. 3 days later, the pirate attack came. The Jarek marauders hit Station Kepler 442's P01 mining platform with brutal efficiency. P01 was technically in Vraxi-protected space, their responsibility their pride. Within minutes, 17 Vraxi soldiers lay dead, and the rest had retreated to hardened positions on the station itself. Anna was suiting up when Canet burst into the human armory. His crystalline armor was scorched, one arm hanging at an awkward angle. Your admiral said you could help. His translator struggled with what might have been desperation. The civilians. They're trapped in the mining hab. My people can't reach them without exposing the main station to boarding. How many? 243. 67 are younglings. Anna's hands never stopped moving, checking seals, loading ammunition. You want me to ghost a path through? Canet paused. I do not understand the terminology. You will. Anna locked her helmet. But I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because there are kids out there and I know what it's like to be scared and alone. She didn't wait for permission. The airlock cycled, and Anna launched herself into the void between the station and P01. Space combat was different than terrestrial warfare. No sound, no cover except what you made. The Jarek pirates had spread mines throughout the approach vectors. Old tech, crude, but effective. The Vraxi ships couldn't risk the crossing, but Anna wasn't a ship. She killed her suit lights and activated the thermal dampeners Emily's daycare fees had delayed 3 months. The cold that had haunted her from a dozen battles became her ally. She was a speck of nothing in an ocean of black, moving on micro-thrusters, threading between detection grids that would fry anything larger than a human. The pirates never saw her coming. Anna planted breaching charges on P01's emergency airlock with practiced precision. The explosion was silent in vacuum, but devastatingly effective. She went through the gap before the atmosphere finished venting, rifle up, moving like smoke. The first pirate died with a hole through his helmet. The second and third never knew she was there until the bullets found them. Anna moved through P01 like a ghost haunting the corridors of hell, appearing, killing, vanishing before return fire could find her. When she reached the civilian shelter, 17 pirates lay dead behind her. Not one had transmitted a warning. Human. The Vraxi civilian coordinator's translator crackled with static. Impossible. The route is suicide. Yeah, Anna said, already rigging the return path charges. That's why they call it ghosting. Now get your people ready to move. We've got maybe 5 minutes before they realize I'm here. She led 243 civilians through a debris field and minefield, using nothing but hand signals and a prayer. When the Jarek finally understood what was happening, Anna detonated the charges she'd laid on the approach, creating a debris storm that shielded the evacuation. By the time they could reposition, everyone was safe on Kepler 442. Anna found Kanat in the medical bay, his arm being regenerated by Vraxi Biotech. You came alone, he said. Not a question. Yes. Through a minefield. Yes. Killed 17 hostiles without raising an alarm. 19. 2 more tried to follow the civvies. Kanat's crystalline features reflected the medical bay lights in prismatic patterns. On Vraxia we have a word. Telkes. It means death that comes from nowhere. We use it for natural disasters. Phenomena we cannot fight or predict, he paused. I understand your call sign now. Wolf Ghost. The predator that hunts unseen. Anna pulled off her helmet, sweat-matted hair sticking to her forehead. She thought of Emily, waiting in daycare, drawing pictures of stars. I'm just a single mom trying to pay the bills, Commander. The wolf and the ghost? That's what the void made me. That's what war costs. Your people, Kanat said slowly, are not what we expected. No, Anna agreed, already thinking about the parent-teacher conference she'd missed. We never are. She left him there, understanding finally dawning in his faceted eyes. Humans weren't the strongest or the fastest. They weren't covered in crystalline armor or blessed with superior technology, but they were survivors. And when you cornered a human, especially one fighting for their children, you didn't face a soldier. You faced a ghost with teeth.